Frequency trees are completely different to probability trees, and let me show you the difference. For this one, we're told Jenny makes 87 trips, she gets lost 25 times with a map, 28 without. She takes a map on 53 trips, so fill in the frequency tree. So here at first, we have 87 because this is how many trips? Okay. And now this is how many times she takes a map. It's not the probability of her taking a map, right? So it's not going to be 53 over 87. That's wrong. It's just going to be 53. Okay? If she takes 53, it means that on here it's going to be 87 minus 53, which is equal to 34. Okay? So all we've done is we've split this 87 into 53, which we're given, and 34, which we have to work out. Now, we're told that she gets lost 28 times without a map and 25 times with a map. So when she gets lost without a map, she gets 28 times lost. So she's quite useless, to be honest. And 25 times with a map. So she's double useless. Like, geez. Install maps or something. Now what we're going to do is we're going to find how many are not lost. Just how we did it here, where we did 87 minus 53. This number is just going to be 53 minus 25, which is equal to 28 times where she was not lost because of a map. Okay? And it's the same thing on the bottom. Here it's going to be 34 minus 28, which is simply equal to 6. So, how many times does Jenny find her way? Well, all we need to do is, if she finds her way, this means she's not lost, which is equal to, here she's not lost, and here she's not lost. So it's just 28 plus 6, 34. Okay? Now we need to ask, how many times does Jenny find her way without a map? All we need to do is we need to look on the frequency diagram. Here she has no map. And so out of the 34 times she has no map, she gets lost 28 times, but only 6 times does she actually find her way. And that is our final answer. Is this video helpful? Make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video from me. Now let's look at an exam style question. 30 people took a literacy test and a numeracy test. 23 people passed the literacy test. So using the information we've already been given, fill out this frequency tree. So we know that 30 people took the literacy test, which is 30 over here. We're told 23 people passed. Passed is here, so it's going to be 23. So therefore, how many people failed? The number of people that failed is simply going to be 30 minus 23, which is equal to 7. Okay? The important thing to note is all of this stuff here should be equal to 30, which is the number here. Okay? Let's try here. So 21, right? The amount of people that failed the maths test, numeracy, sorry, the pretentious wording made me go back a slide. The number of people that failed the maths test, that's just going to be 23 minus 21, which is equal to 3. No, I'm joking, of course. I passed the maths test. Of course it's going to be 2. And notice this. These two numbers should be equal to 23, which is over here. Okay? Now let's look at the number here. If 3 people failed the maths test, then this number up here is just going to be 7 minus 3, which is equal to 4. And again, notice what we said before. All of these are going to be equal to 30, which again is right here at the top. And those two are equal to 7. So write down how many people passed the numeracy test. Well, all the people who passed the numeracy test, God, I sound like a pretentious private school kid. All the people who are going to pass the maths test, that's these guys, 21, plus these guys, 4. So the number of pass is equal to 21 plus 4, 25 people. And that is your final answer. Do you need more help with this topic? Join my Discord server and send your questions down below for fast responses guaranteed. Now let's look at an exam question where we have to find the probability. 120 people asked if they prefer tea or coffee. 58 said they prefer, 58 people were male, 35 preferred tea, that are female, and 65 preferred coffee. So use this information to complete the frequency tree. We know that 58 of the people were male, so let's put 58 here, which means how many were female? That's just going to be 120 minus 58, which is equal to 62. Okay? Now, 35 of the females preferred tea. So let's put that down. 35 preferred tea, which means how many preferred coffee? 62 minus 35 is equal to 27. Okay? Now, we're told that 65 people preferred coffee over tea, right? Which means that, I'll do this in a different color. This number plus this number is equal to 65. Okay? Which means that this number is equal to 65 minus 35, which is equal to 30. Okay? And how do you work out how many men liked tea over coffee? That's just going to be 58 minus 30, which is equal to 28. To double check our answers, this should all be equal to 120. 30 plus 28 plus 35 plus 27 is equal to 120, which is this number here. Now, we're told that one of the 120 people are chosen at random, so work out the probability this person is female and preferred tea. The number of females that preferred tea is 35. 35 people are female that preferred tea. Okay? So the probability of FT, female and T, is equal to 35 over 120. And you can leave your answer like this. But if, let's say, your teacher's like, oh no, simplify it, then all we're going to do is simplify it to become 7 over 24. And that is our final answer. Thank you guys for watching. Do you guys want to pass your exams with flying colours? Drop me an email and we can organise a meeting and a quote. Keep on learning as you have no idea what you're capable of doing.